The streak continues. Texas Longhorns win their 6th straight to improve to 6-1 on this season, their best start since 2009.
Wow.
With the victory over Baylor 23-17. Let's talk about the end of the game first. Texas on defense. Baylor drives all the way to the 3-yard line, and Texas comes up with that incredible stop. How crucial was that stop?
It was outstanding. I mean, you would think with them pinned back that Texas would, they put some pressure on them, stop them. They started off a little soft, but when the time came and they needed a stop, Texas's defense really stepped up. The secondary held, led by Caden Stearns, and the defensive line put a lot of pressure on Brewer. He got a couple of scrambles, but again, when the time came, they stepped up and they stopped Baylor when they needed to.
A very good Baylor offense as well. The high-powered offense has scored an average of 35 points going into today's game, and Texas held them to 17. Besides that last stop, what else did you see that you liked from this Texas defense tonight?
Again, pressure to the quarterback. Put lots of pressure on the quarterback, and the other thing, they snuffed out the run completely. I mean, Baylor had a few short runs, and they had a couple of runs and scrambles at the end of the game, but they couldn't move the ball with the run at all. They threw the ball around because they had to, and the pressure on the quarterback was immense. I mean, those defensive ends and those defensive tackles, they were in the quarterback's face all night long. I think there were 3 sacks by them. I mean, that's pressure and unlimited hurry. So putting the pressure on the quarterback, that changes the game.
Let's talk about the biggest storyline of this game. Sam Ehlinger, starting quarterback for Texas, taken out with a shoulder injury. At first, the officials told him to get off the field because he had blood on his hand, but later it was confirmed that it is his throwing shoulder that he injured. Therefore, backup quarterback Shane Buechele came in and did a solid job in that relief performance. 20-35, 184 yards and 1 score. Why was he able to handle that pressure so well?
Well, it was big that he'd been a starter a couple of years ago. And, Sam came in and wrestled the starting position from him. But him being a starter a few years ago, he came back on this field, and it was just like he had never missed a beat. He was a little shaky the first couple of plays, but, I mean, being a starter already, that's a big deal. And the fact that they were at home, that helped a lot. Now, they also relied on him not to run the ball so much. They relied on those running backs to run the ball. So that takes a lot more pressure off of him also. And he settled in, led him on a couple of drives. They scored, and thus they won the game.
Speaking of those solid running backs tonight, running back Keontae Ingram had season-high 110 yards, the first Texas running back this season to rush for over 100 yards. Why was he able to be so successful?
Well, the main reason is because Sam wasn't in there, and they didn't want Shane to have to run the ball. So they had to give someone the ball to run just to keep the defense honest. And he stepped up and did what he needed to do. I mean, they relied on him to run the ball, and that's what he did. The line opened up some holes and moved the ball down the field. That's what Texas needs to do. Their other running back usually is Sam, but without Sam, they're going to have to rely on this running back by committee, and hopefully Keontae can be that guy that rises to the top.
Impressive win by the Longhorns tonight without their starting quarterback, giving them a lot of confidence moving forward. And how perfect of a time is this bye week right now coming in? Texas sits at first place in the Big 12 standings heading into their bye week, perfect 4-0 in conference play. And this bye week coming at a no better time, especially with Ehlinger's injury. We'll send it back to you guys. For Marcus Floyd, I'm Jill Jelnick with Sports Tonight.
You're watching Sports Tonight, San Antonio's only nightly 30-minute sportscast with exclusive sports coverage you won't find anywhere else.